Inductee Karen Yardley will be presented by her husband, John Yardley.
Good afternoon, and thank you all. It is my pleasure to be here today to share in this celebration with the honored Hall of Fame inductees for Laurelton Hall. Given the remarkable successes that Laurelton has had in the athletic arenas over the years, establishing the Hall of Fame is a worthy endeavor whose time has certainly come. It is also my honor to introduce Karen for induction into this year's Athletic Hall of Fame class. Now, I'm sure Karen will mock her lack of athletic ability, but don't be fooled. She hits a mean golf ball, spent many late afternoons in her 20s and 30s playing wiffle ball with her siblings, and I hear wielded a wicked stick on the field hockey pitch in high school. Plus, Molly will confirm she got her competitive streak from her mother. Laurelton ladies have been tremendously successful in a wide array of disciplines for more than 106 years. Those successes have come in academic, social, family, artistic, and athletic endeavors. Success in anything is only possible, and we've heard it here today through all of the inductees, when the person believes they can achieve their goal, no matter how much work it will take to get there. When the experts look at and have studied people who have become very successful, the individual often points to someone else who believed in them at times more than they believed in themselves. Karen is a world-class believer in the potential of others. She believes in us through our struggles, gracefully challenges us to do and be better than we are too willing to settle for, and opens us up to a host of opportunities that may have never been on our radar. For young women in our society today, it is critical that they understand and internalize anything is possible. Karen has always expected those she loves will succeed, not in a demanding way where she's disappointed or bitter at failure, but in true surprise that we did not meet the mark. And her support never wavers, constantly encouraging us with a, "It's okay, keep trying, you'll get it next time." She also understood that for her girls to adopt this philosophy of possible, the entire Laurelton environment needed to reinforce the belief. Her classical training developed a clear sense of symmetry of growth between mind, body, and soul. So it is fitting that during her 15 years at Laurelton, the state-of-the-art library was built, the magnificent chapel was restored, and of course, the gym and front fields constructed. The environment seems to have worked pretty well. During those same 15 years, Laurelton has had 54 first-team All-State athletes across soccer, swimming, basketball, softball, tennis, and track, along with dozens of CIAC and SWC championships. That same era produced a Rhodes Scholar, several Broadway performers, scores of teachers and nurses and scientists and doctors and moms, and above all, hundreds of really good, faith-filled women. We should all look to the example set by this Hall of Fame believer and emulate that unshakable belief in the goodness of the human spirit and its ability to make anything possible. So with enormous pride, please join me in congratulating Karen McGrory Yardley on her induction into the 2012 Laurelton Hall Athletic Hall.
It's tough to be last. However, you will be happy to know it will take no time at all to go through my athletic accomplishments. Thank you all for being here to celebrate with us this afternoon. It has been just wonderful to meet old friends again, to see former students, my colleagues from Notre Dame, and my family members who are all here today. Thank you too to the Laurelton Committee for including me in this inaugural group of Hall of Fame inductees. My sisters and I grew up believing that we could and should have the same opportunities as our brothers did. And while that belief was empowering for us, the simple fact was that society was not always prepared or able to offer those equal opportunities. To echo a theme that has been raised already this afternoon, Title IX did wonderful things in terms of providing women with opportunities. It really wasn't just dedicated to the idea of women in athletics, although we typically connect it with women's athletics. But think of the role of women and how drastically it has changed in the last 40 years. When I first came to Laurelton in 1982, I appreciated at once the excellent educational program which offered young women great opportunities. I loved the athletic program as well, and I was a proud fan at many sporting events. But there was no pool, the backfield was small, and out of bounds in the gym meant standing with one foot on the line and the other foot on the back wall. But at Laurelton, too, things were changing. Work on the front fields was begun in the 80s, and Sister Peggy gave voice to the dream of a new gymnasium. During my time at Laurelton, I was blessed to work with a board of trustees which was determined to give form and substance to that dream of a new gym. It took a wonderfully collaborative effort from a dedicated and generous group of people, but it happened. What a thrill it was to open that gym and give generations of Laurelton athletes, including my own daughter, a place to call home. As that gym was being built, though, I could not help but think of the Laurelton athletes who had practiced and played basketball in a borrowed gym, or run relay races in the driveway, or practiced the high jump, landing on piles of old mattresses Coach Gilbert had proudly produced. The gym is a celebration of the dedicated Laurelton athletes and coaches who were so committed to their school and their sports that they cheerfully made do with what they could and gave us their best efforts. 40 years after Title IX, our female athletes play in better facilities, in more sports, and with wonderful recognition, and isn't that great? Today's program honors outstanding Laurelton Hall athletes, a wonderful and beloved coach, and two women who are happy and proud to have had a part in the evolution of women's athletics at Laurelton Hall. Congratulations to my fellow honorees, and thank you for providing us with wonderful examples of hard work, commitment, integrity, and personal excellence. Thank you.
Here we go. And one more.
Thank you.